I'm on time. Hello, Nosy Bystanders. We're on time. I'm shocked because I was just laying down. Y'all, I know we're here to talk about John Gray. We won't talk about him very long. We have something else to get to. How's everybody doing? Hello, everyone. Hello, Nosy or Inquisitive. Hello, Tamika. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Destiny. I'm going to join onto the Leam app, okay? So that way we can hear from you guys if you want to jump on the stage. I'm going to send a link to the chat here on YouTube, and then we'll be able to get right into it. Hold on one second. I got a room I'm supposed to be starting. Where is it at? There it is. Those are burps. Turn my camera off here. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on. Then we're going to get into it. Let me just get this all up and running. Here's the link to the Leam app. So I'm going to pin the comment at the top. The comment is pinned at the top of this chat here on YouTube. And if you, anytime you want to join in as a co-host, you're more than welcome to join in. Just click on that link and it takes you right to the chat room that we're in. And that chat room comes with a live stage. We'll get to hear from you. Let me make sure I got it up. Ooh, child. We're gonna talk about John Gray. Okay, we're gonna talk about John Gray. But we got something else we're gonna get into. It's called, she's called HP. They call her Half Pint on TikTok. And we're going to get into her whole dichotomy. Because, child, the ghetto-ness that I just witnessed in the last 30 minutes. Ghetto. Also, congratulations on us hitting 11K subscribers here on YouTube. I wish I was more of a formal YouTuber with like lights, camera, action, go. Hold on one second. I want to... Okay, hold on. I gotta open the window, but I broke the zipper on my shorts. So if you see the zipper, you're anti-woman. Okay. I had these shorts since college, and if you see the broken zipper, you're anti-woman. Okay. So hold on. Come on my shirt. Okay. That's better. Okay, don't be anti-woman. Congratulations on all of us. It's not just me who, I'm not 11,000 people. Us getting to 11,000, it's thanks to you guys, the Nosy Bystanders, you know, and keeping the show alive. I don't know why you keep it alive. I'm the only person who hosts it. Let's see who we got over here on the Leam app. Let me see. Who's over here? I see Rich Homie Trina already. That was the first face I saw. We have Carla, Ebony, Jackie, Lioness Queen, Creative, Ashley, Rich Homie Trina, of course, and Sade. Is it Sade? I don't know if it's Sade, but hello, Sade. We also have Valerie. Hello, YOB. Hello, Mary Francis says, hey, Steph, we are nosy people. Well, you wait till you get a earful of what I'm about to show you in a few minutes. This video might get demonetized, but you guys have to hear. Wait till we get into it. So let's talk about John Gray. Hello, we're gonna talk about John Gray. Okay, it's Sunday. Let's talk about that. So I'm gonna pull it up first. So it says that John Gray, the pastor that we know who keeps cheating on his wife, we don't know him from anywhere else. It says that he's in the hospital. He's actually was rushed to the hospital some time ago. And I'm reading this from NG Gossip, which I imagine stands for Negro. It says, Pastor John Gray is in the ICU for a pulmonary embolism. He actually called into the church the other day, and we're going to play that recording because he did call into the church about being in the hospital. And this comes out to the Nosy bystander by the name of Marvel Conversation. They actually sent, got sent from two people. So Marvel Conversation, shout out to Marvel for sending me the link. And then also shout out to, hold on, y'all. This is some other ghetto mess. We're going to get into this in a minute.
Went to said, well, where's your boat and all that? Jacob said, oh, I sold it. Okay, you done pretended you had a beach house at 15 years old, knowing good well you lived at home with me, and I was broke as a joke, barely even affording to put a roof over my head. And you done sat on people's tractors and vehicles and trucks and made them believe you had the $73,000 truck and a damn beach house and a damn boat and a yacht and all this other shit. A side by side, all kinds of shit. And then you sat there and lied to them people and told them you sold it? Okay.
Ghetto. We're going to get into this. Okay, so what you just heard was a live video from a content creator on TikTok. She's about 130,000 subscribers. She goes by the name of Half Pint, and this is what she looks like. I'm going to turn the brightness down so you can see her. This is what she looks like. And we're going to get into her because she's live right now, but don't you worry because she stays live for about 10 hours. So we've not missed anything. So this is Half Pint. And we're going to get to her in the second half of the show. Ciao, ghetto. Okay, we're going to get to that later. But let me give a shout out to the Nosy Bystander who sent me the information from John Gray. And she goes by the name of Denise. I don't know if you're in here, babe, but thank you. So shout out to Marvel Conversation and Denise for sending me this video. So John Gray is in the hospital. He was hospitalized for pulmonary embolism. And here's a recording of John Gray calling into the church. Okay. Shout out to Larry Reed for posting this.
I want you all to bombard heaven, and I want you to walk all up and down through that entire sanctuary and in your homes, and I want you to lift up Jesus. And I want you to believe God with me and my wife for complete, total healing. And not just for me, but for every other person that stands in the need of prayer. And I will finish with this. I can't move. I can't shout. But you can. And I need y'all to go after God right now like it was me. And I need you to shout for me. And I need you to dance for me. And I need you to praise God for me. And I love y'all. And I can't say no more. They're going to come get my phone, but I'm going to be listening. And I need y'all to just believe God. This is a finished work. Devil, you so stupid. You don't have the authority to kill me.
That was John Gray calling into the church asking for prayer because he is in the hospital for pulmonary embolism. So, you know, John Gray might be a shyster and a heathen, but we don't wish death on nobody. So just, you know, if you don't have to pray, but just wish him a speedy recovery. And maybe it'll be a good sign for him to just get his life together. Hell, I don't know. We just shout out to John Gray, okay? Shout out to John Gray. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Hello, everybody else who joined in on the Lean Map. Hello, Bree. So this is from Jackie says, I went to YouTube so I can't see. You guys, sometimes I don't turn the camera on the Lean app. If you want the camera on, I'll leave it on, but I just prefer to only be able to focus on one lens at a time. So yeah, that's crazy. So John Gray, listen, I'm not about to sit here and judge him for being a heathen, but he know. If you laying up in a hospital bed, they're telling you it's serious, change your life. Just stop waiting. You know, I know it takes time to change, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I promise you, if I was in a hospital bed, I would be thinking about how to redo my life too. But you know, just think about that. Think about that for John Gray. Not go after God like it was me. Thoughts and prayers. Okay, so let's get into this other story because I know everybody wants to talk about John Gray. Yes, he's in the hospital. That's not much news. He sounds like he's doing better. I don't know what a pulmonary embolism is, but all the nurses and doctors who watch the show, I know there's plenty of y'all. Let us know in the comments, what exactly is a pulmonary embolism and is it serious? Now, the second story I want to get into. Now, I want to preface this by saying I'm actually going to do an entire series on this individual. She goes by the name of Mary, like Mary Magdalene. I'm going to do a series on her, but I am still gathering the information. So because I'm still gathering the information, I want to try to do this one a little bit differently. So instead of me concealing all of the tea and then waiting to release it, I want to work with you guys as a collaborative so we could talk about it. So, if you know the woman, Dre McCrae, can you put some hearts or thumbs in the chat so I know that you guys are familiar with that story? So I know. I'm gonna just look for the chat. If you're familiar with who Dre McCrae is, and her personality type, right? She's very, very in your face, very camera focused, very right. So Dre McCrae, that's not who we're discussing. We're discussing someone by the name of Mary Lee. And Mary Lee has the same personality archetype like Dre McCrae. So that's who Dre McCrae happens to be, the wife of the Marine veteran who's in a coma by the name of Von McCrae. So that's who Dre McCrae is. So some of you may or may not know the story. That's okay. The woman we're referring to goes by the name of Mary Lee. Okay. I was brought her story very casually on TikTok, and someone asked me to cover her story. So I said, well, I don't know who she is. I usually only cover Black people. But I couldn't help myself. She's a white lady. I couldn't help myself. So I'm going to play this out for you as much as I know. And then I'm going to catch you up to speed about what went down today. Because, honey, it was a ghetto mess. It was a ghetto mess. Okay. So let me give you all the characters and we'll begin. Okay. Thumbs up in the chat because there's 137 of you in here and I don't know if everyone wants to keep up. So thumbs up in the chat. I'm going to give you the characters first and then we're going to lay out the story. I know it's a little bit different. It's a little different. We gotta do it in the chat instead of like liking the thing. So we got to do it in the chat. Okay. So let me get you guys up to speed. Okay. Okay, great. So our first character goes by the name of Mary Lee, and here is her. This is her. She calls herself Half Pint. I imagine because she's like 5'2". So this is her. Okay. And if you're not watching and you're just listening, she's about 5'2", blonde hair, thick country accent. Okay. Your stock and barrel white lady, okay, from the South. I don't know. I don't really know how y'all operate, but y'all get the gist, okay? Half Pint, okay? I'm gonna bring the camera a little bit closer so everyone can see. That's her. That's our first character, okay? Following along? Got you. Now, our second character happens to be Jacob. I'm gonna pull up his page now. This is Jacob. Do you see? White guy, average height, goes by the name of Jacob. Okay. Me describing white people is hilarious. This is Jacob. Okay. See him? Halfway decent looking human. There he is. Okay. Now we're following along. We have Jacob and we have Mary. Okay. And the craziest story in the making. So Jacob and Mary happen to meet mother and son. So Jacob is the son of Mary. Wow. Sounds like a Bible thing. Jacob and Mary. Got you. Jacob happens to be the son of Mary. Jacob and Mary are both on TikTok and they both have, well, Mary has a pretty big platform, right? 130,000, 40,000 people. Jacob about 5,000 people. And they're strained, right? So they're estranged. So she doesn't really have much of a relationship with her son, Jacob. He's only 23 years old. So they don't have a relationship. Now, let me tell you where their strain comes from. And this is prior to TikTok, okay? When Jacob was around 12 years old, his mom, Mary, was in a relationship with his younger brother's dad. Okay, so Mary has two kids, and Jacob has a different dad, and so does his younger brother. And Mary decides to stay in a relationship with the younger one's father. Ignore that middle finger, okay? The murder, Jackie. We're getting there, okay? So Mary stays with Jacob's younger brother's father, who happens to be abusive and an alcoholic and a drug seeker. So one day, when Mary decided to break away from her partner, Jacob's younger brother's father, we'll call him Billy. Okay. When Mary decides to leave Billy, okay, she found refuge with her father in law, Billy's dad. Okay. So now we have four characters at play. We have Jacob, we have Mary, we have Billy, the father in law, and we have the abusive boyfriend. Not Billy. I don't know what else to call him. So the relationship becomes strained when our main character here, Jacob, witnesses, who we gonna call the baby dad? We call the baby dad Billy, right? No, we call the baby dad Billy. The baby daddy, okay? The baby daddy, we'll call him Earl. When Jacob witnessed Earl's murder, okay? And Mary and Jacob and Billy were all there when Billy murdered Earl. It was determined later on that it was self-defense, and the story continues, okay? Now, how did we get here? Okay. So the crazy abusive baby daddy Earl is gone. So you would imagine that that type of trauma would bond the mother and son together. Turns out it didn't. It split them apart. The mom, Mary, goes off and basically emotionally abandons her son, Jacob, and he just moves on with his life. He just doesn't think about it anymore, and he just moves on with his life. Well, fast forward, and guess what happens? TikTok happens. Okay. TikTok happens. And Mary, who happened to be a photojournalist or a photographer, decides to throw all of her photography skills away to engage in this. Brighten up the screen a little. So Mary throws away her entire entrepreneurship and her relationships with everyone around her to engage in this. This happens to be what TikTok calls weekly rankings. And if you're not familiar with it, let me explain. These are when two content creators go match to match with each other until they win. And by having the most of their followers in the live chat, sending them likes, hearts, and money, right? Gifts. So Mary gives up her entire everything to join these weekly rankings. And you would think, why would someone do that? Well, those weekly rankings pay anywhere between $15,000 and $20,000 a week. You heard me correct. Those weekly rankings pay out anywhere between $15,000 and $20,000 a week. A week. So you imagine that anybody would give that up, right? Right? Anybody would give up their entrepreneurship for a chance at winning upwards to $20,000 a week. And TikTok does these weekly rankings very often. So you can actually make a career out of it. Yeah. And it's funny because Scout's Honor, I have never seen any Black people doing them. So I didn't know if white people were gatekeeping them. I had no idea until someone brought me this story about Mary and Jacob. Okay. Didn't even know. I said, white people, y'all gatekeeping weekly rankings, honey. And if you could get a chance to win $20,000, I gatekeep it too. The crazy part about rankings is that they happen so often that it's not like filling out a chance to winning a Tesla. It's not like that. It's like a literal job. And even if you don't win that weekly ranking, right? You still come out with a lot of money because you are receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars in gifts. So some people who don't win weekly rankings actually will leave in the week with about $9,000-$10,000, but the thrill of the chase. The thrill of the chase. Okay. Yes. People stay on all day for rank. I didn't know this. This is new to me, right? This whole weekly ranking system is new to me. I had no idea. Okay. But the story gets worse. Okay. I'm going to get to some of your questions. You said, is it the range thing as treasure? I don't know what that means, Margaret. You said you would make a great sugar mama, not up for discussion. Thanks. You said I always skip past that. Don't swear in the comment section, you guys, or TikTok will ban or YouTube will ban you. They'll ban you, not me. So I'd advise you not to swear. But yes, I didn't even know. I always skip past it. I'm like, oh, what is this garbage? And you would always see like there'd be like 2,000-3,000 people in those live videos, and you don't understand why, because in order to win those matchups, you have to donate, you have to win the most donations, or you have to win the most gifts and win the most likes. That's the only way to win. That's the only way to win. So these people do it as teams. Okay, let me catch you up to speed. So I've been peeping it. I've been doing it. I've been not doing it, but I have been watching the weekly matchups for the last couple of weeks, and everyone has these teams. So they'll Cash App and Venmo each other money so that they can send each other gifts. Like if I were the one who was going to do the matchup, I'd have 30 people come to that matchup. We'd crowdsource our money together, send it to one person, and that one person just constantly sends me gifts so I can win. Once I win the weekly matchup, I split the earnings with my team. That's not something you're supposed to do. That's actually illegal in the matchups game. You're not supposed to team up and have and crowdsource your money, right? So each week the teams will come with like 3 racks, $3,000 each, and they'll start gifting each other to win the weekly rankings. Because what's $3,000 when you could win 20, right? It's gambling. You guys are gambling. So when the person who's doing the head-to-head wins, they split the money up devised against their teams. Now, there are some women, one of the women who I actually follow, who caught me up to speed with all of this, who goes by the name of Slot Machine Queen. And when she wins rankings, she actually donates the money to domestic violence shelters because of her experience. So she does the rankings to give the money to, she says 90% goes to the domestic violence shelters, and then she shows you the receipts of it. So she only keeps 10% of the proceeds, which is fantastic. But she told me how it's so seedy, right? It's crazy. It's like the documentary called The Gifting Table. Never heard of it. So how do we go back to, we got to pull them up again. So remember, we have Jacob and we have Mary. We have Jacob and we have Mary. Now remember, Jacob and Mary's relationship became more torrid once Mary, right here, started doing the weekly rankings. And really her life became this giant circus. So Mary, trying to compete with other content creators to do these matchups, stated she would start donating money to domestic violence shelters. Now where Mary's life went downhill is her not giving her week, one of the weeks she had won, she was supposed to donate that money to a domestic violence shelter, and she never did. And ever since that day, everything between Mary went downhill. People started digging up stuff about her life. She started saying people were calling the police on her. She keeps talking and people were sick of her at this point, right? For lying, taking the money and running. So Mary, in a sense to redeem herself, she brings up the story about Billy and what was the guy's name? Randy, the dead one. So she brings up the story about her tumultuous domestic relationship and how she witnessed her partner's murder, but he came to beat them up. So she felt like that was her domestic violence saving grace story till people start bringing up the story and insert Jacob. Okay. Insert Jacob. I'm going to go back to this picture so we follow along. Insert Jacob, her son, who happened to be the other witness at the death of his stepdaddy. Okay. Now, he was a wild card because she had no idea he would even be showing up. He didn't have TikTok prior. And bam, here he comes. So let's, I thought that was Earl. Earl, yeah. No, that's not Earl. That's Mary's son. So here comes the only other witness to the murder, raining on her parade because one, she never had to prove the details of the story. It was just a terrible story until you insert her son, who happened to be a witness to it. Okay. Okay. Earl is the dead one. Billy's the one who killed him. And Mary and Jacob are the witnesses to this event. You follow along? Mary and Jacob witnesses Earl's murder by Billy, who happened to be Earl's father. So his father shot him. Think of Marvin Gaye, okay? It's Marvin Gaye all over again, okay? And y'all know what that is. Y'all know the reference to that. That's Marvin Gaye all over again, okay? So imagine a Marvin Gaye situation. Got it? They got Marvin, they witnessed a Marvin Gaye, okay? So they witnessed a Marvin Gaye. Where does Von and Dre come in? They don't, except Dre gives me the same personality archetype like Mary. So when you think about Mary's personality, think of Dre. That's all. That's what I wanted you to reference. Just reference the insatiability of being on camera all the time, filming everything all the time, always being on camera all the time, lying all the time, using people and these stories to garner sympathy and money. That's what it is. Okay. She's just like her. So let me play a video for you. YouTube, this is for instructional purposes only. Do not, under any circumstance, hold on. Okay. Do not, under any circumstance, demonetize this video. Y'all ready? So today I was watching Jacob's live. I was watching his live video today. Okay. He went live today. He turned his comments off and he went live, and the first time I think he had ever gone live, and he wanted to tell the story of the relationship between him and his mother, which is detrimental to Mary because it throws all her credibility out the window. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me, sorry, I have to block someone. I just want to say this to the people. I don't like blocking people. I don't have any moderators. I don't like blocking people. I understand some people come into your live videos to say shocking and salacious things, to rile up the audience or to, I don't really know. But if you guys have to understand, if people come into your live videos and they say gross, disgusting, demonstrative things, they're highly suicidal. They're overly depressed, and they're seeking to get attention. That's why they do it. They don't do it because I'm saying something weird and you guys are going to laugh and whoop-de-whoop, right? They say those things because they're emotionally vulnerable and they don't have people to talk to them. And when they do go into people's live videos and have normal conversations, they're often overlooked. So they will come into people's live videos, whether it be here, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. And they say very wild, salacious things to get attention because in their own personal life, nobody notices them. So if you see people who come into the live and they say things, they're not trolls, you guys. There's a different level to that. They're highly depressed individuals who are very emotionally fragile, and they are seeking validation. But that's not how you do it. If you need help talking to someone, you should go and dial 211 from your phone and see about local services for mental health counseling. Don't come into people's live videos looking for attention. You need help. Like deeply, 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 deeply held help. You need help. And coming into people's live videos isn't going to get that for you, because I promise you, all you're going to get is ignored some more and blocked. So you don't ramp up what you say, you go seek help. Okay. That's it. So before I play this video, now let's get to the tea, honey, because it was giving ghetto today. It was giving ghetto. Okay. So Jacob goes and does a live video today, and I'm watching it, and it's relatively boring. He's just, no shade to Jacob, but he's just talking about his life and growing up with his mom and how he just felt emotionally abandoned. Okay, not physically abandoned, because the bitch was there. He just felt emotionally abandoned. Okay. And so because he was emotionally abandoned, um he wanted to talk and share his story. Now, in the middle of him sharing his story, his mama gets on Instagram live and says that if he keeps talking about their life story, she gonna pull up. You think I'm lying? I'm not. She said, I'm gonna pull up. And I said, "Ooh, that's a bit dangerous, ma'am. You birthed him. How you gonna pull up on your own child?" She said she was gonna pull up, y'all, on my mama. She said, I'm gonna pull up. She said, I'm gonna pull up. That's what she said. If he keeps talking whoop-de wooing, is what she said. If he keep whoop-de wooing, oh, she didn't say whoop-de woo. I said whoop-de woo. I think about what Erica Kane be saying. She say broom broom. If he keep broom broomping, she was gonna pull up. Okay. So YouTube, this is for instructional purposes only. Do not, under any circumstance, demonetize this video. And thank you for watching. Now, watch this. Hold on one second. Y'all ready? Now watch this, okay? Because, honey, it's about to get ghetto in 3, 2, 1. Broom, broom. I love when she say that. It cracks me up.
Go. I owe you nothing. You've had a month to talk to me. Get the fuck out of my yard before I get the cops.
She pulled up, y'all. She pulled up. She pulled up in the middle of his live, and I was watching it. Something said hit record. I don't know what possessed child she pulled up. Let's watch.
Next door over here. Fuck out of my yard. You don't live here. You have no reason of being here. Fuck out of my yard.
Listen. Yes, child. Yes. And he got the nerve. Hold on one second. Let me. And listen, now watch. He gonna show her.
And by the way, you don't need fucking cameras. I got a Ring doorbell. There's a camera in that.
She pulled up.
Camera in that fucking window, and there's cameras in my house, and I'm on live with 1.6K right now.
Y'all, she ghetto.
1.6K.
Ghetto, child. She wasn't playing with Jacob. She said, I brought you in this world. Nigga, I'm gonna take you out. So she pulls up. Somehow I couldn't find her live. I said, where is she? Because she's normally on YouTube, on TikTok. So I said, where is she? Why is she not live? Something said, go to Instagram. Child, I went to Instagram. Now she listen, she is live right now. Let's watch. She's been driving. When I say she pulled up, she pulled up. She don't even live near him. She drove to his house. And this
person is y'all keep bringing up. I don't even know anybody.
She drove about an hour to go pull up. Let's watch and be nosy. See, I had to lay now. You see why I had to lay down the story, so you understood.
You can block your number and still call him. Pretty sure you can't, because I already tried that.
I want to read some of the comments. Someone said his wife didn't do anything. Now she got a problem with the wife too, honey.
I don't know, Irish Rose. Lisa is in here trying to get them, but
She made it way worse. White people tripping.
Loretta,
Child.
my son is 23 years old. He should be working and trying to help support his wife. That's what he should be doing. He lives in his own house over there that her dad owns, that they live in for barely free, and he should be over there worried about being a man. He's not a kid, he's an adult. He's 23 years old.
Not her airing out his rent. Oh, she needs to stop. Yes, honey. She was airing him out. Wait till she get to the house, honey, because it's a wrap. She going in tonight.
No, his wife is actually a really good woman.
Why'd you call her fat? She did call her fat, y'all. That was wrong.
I'm going to restart this. I'm just trying to make sure I got all these accounts out of here real quick.
She said, you said, what was she airing out about him? He was telling all the family secrets, honey. He's not on TikTok. He came on TikTok and aired everybody out.
I'm just trying to figure out if y'all live some kind of perfect life over there. I'm just wondering.
Yes, she chose
Just
to keep
curious.
the money. All of this because she
Yeah,
chose
he
to
is
keep the
still
money.
my baby. Loretta.
She blocking
Wow.
folks. She better not block me. She ain't gonna block me. She don't know we on here. I reached out to her to do an interview with her and she didn't reply. She wasn't trying to be on a Nosy Bystanders hit list.
It's very upsetting. And until this morning, her dad had not seen social media. And I don't know I don't even know. I'm hoping this doesn't affect anything because his wife is actually a really good girl. Like, I'm actually happy that he met her because I don't know, Jacob wasn't hanging out with the right people.
Now, ma'am, you called her fat. That's what she said. Now she a good person? Why you call her fat? I got to know. I got questions. She should have donated the money. So if you just joined us, we're watching we're watching the live stream of a content creator on TikTok who goes by the name of Half
Should be
Pint.
working, be a mom. You should be minding your own business and keeping your negativity to yourself. That's what you should be doing. And make sure your hands are spotless too before you come in
Judging. She's right though.
talking shit about somebody else.
She's right. Now she's right about that. Don't be going in there judging people. Just listen. People be, and is she right? Like, people always want to go in there and be like, and you should do this and you should have been doing that and whoop de whoop. Just listen. Listen, her son had aired her out today, honey. I can't play his full video because he swears too much. This is ghetto. This is a little hilarious. He was over the whole family because she pulled up with somebody named Crystal, whoever that is.
Pretty sure I got
Probably his auntie. She pulled up with her auntie, with her sister, his auntie. She's on drugs. No, I don't think so. She don't look like the type, honestly. But I don't know. How do these people have a following? No idea. What's Hannon? I don't know what that is. Link to this video. This is a live video. This is live. I can't link it. Can I link it? No, I'm not about to share it. I don't need her blocking us. Now she pulled up with the folks. Yeah, she did, y'all. Okay, I'm going to put it down until she starts talking again. She pulled up with her cousin and said, you keep talking on that live video, pull up. Now, let me play it. Let me play a little bit more of his live. I'm going to just play it in bits and pieces because it is very graphic. So trigger warning. Okay. Hold on.
Hey, you've been served. You and your fake friends and all that can all fuck off.
You hear?
Look, hold up. No, the fuck I did not. I slammed the door on my motherfucking rug. My dog ran the other way. Understand?
was reading her for filth, honey. He said, I was stepping on my rug because she was trying to say he closed the door on his dog. His dog, no, in the earlier video, the dog had ran the other direction. Child, messy. So I'm doing an investigation on this lady. I'm doing an entire full series on her, and because I'm more interested in the rankings than I am in her family foolery. Okay. I'm more interested in the rankings than I am in her foolery. Because child, he was cutting up. He ended the live after that. He ended the live. I don't think he came back to the live video. I'm gonna check for us right now. Hold on. No, he didn't come back live. He said it was too emotional for him because he didn't know she pulled. I was watching his live for an hour and he was just telling his story and how he just, how his emotional relationship with his mom. He was being very respectful. He wasn't name dropping. He wasn't doing none of that. He was just telling you his story. She gonna pull up to the house. Yes, let me read some of y'all comments. Exactly. Let's get a team together and total up. Yeah. So I talked to one of my mutuals. She happens to be a mutual of mine because someone sent me in her direction and said she knows all about the story because she used to be Mary's half pint, the lady we just heard talking, her moderator. So reach out to her. So I reached out to her today and she said, I don't know. I don't want to get dragged on Black TikTok. I said, the story's not about you. She goes by the name of Feisty. I said, the story's not about you, Feisty. The story is about half pint. Because you guys, she's a conservative. So she was afraid that if she spoke out that conservative or that Black TikTok will come after her. I said, but we're not doing a story about you. We're simply just trying to put a timeline together. You being a conservative has something between you and God. It ain't got nothing to do with us. We just trying to get the tea, honey. We don't deal with politics over here unless one of them is sleeping with like one of their staffers. You said the family foolery is a distraction. That's how white women deflect. They cause a scene. Yeah, she should have let him talk. It was old jargon. You said they be wilding in Kentucky. Child, they not in Kentucky. They in Georgia. They're like right outside of Atlanta. Are they outside of Atlanta? No, they're in Alabama. Is she a RA? What's a RA? Why would Black TikTok go after her? Because she's a conservative. I don't know. You said, child spill the tea. You and God can figure out the voting status. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand. America's going to shit. You think I give a fuck about voting? I mean, I vote, but you think I care about that? I don't care if you're a Trump supporter. I don't fuck with you, Like we're not going out to get dinner and we're not kicking it or nothing. I'm not about to be eating and having drinks with people who don't think I'm human. I'm not about to explain my humanity to people. I simply just want the tea. You understand what I mean? You said this is too much. That's what we're here for, though. That's why we're the nosy bystanders. We can't just be nosy and just not do nothing. We got to be nosy and report. But I want to do these stories with you guys. You know what I mean? Like I want to do the stories with you. Depends on the story, right? If the story does require a lot of levels of legality, then I can't. But stories like this, we can all do together. We can cover these stories together because are they not interesting? Let's see what they say on the Leam app. I know I didn't left y'all behind. Oh, hey, Brenda. Hold on, let me get Brenda on the stage. I don't know. Hey, Brenda.
Hey, girl.
How you doing?
What y'all doing? How y'all doing today?
Good. We was talking about this other story we're getting into called with this woman named Mary and her son Jacob and how they was acting like a ghetto mess on TikTok today, honey. A ghetto mess. They have,
that ghetto mess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think that I find the story sad because when that a mother is a boy's first love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? A son's love. So for that to be, I have two boys and I had a girl. But for that to go on between a mother and her son, that is very sad.
Yeah, for real. It is very sad. That's why I'm more interested in the rankings. Her son happening to join the picture is just slice of the picture, but you're correct. I'm more interested. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said I need to get into that ranking. Did you say $10,000 a week?
Is it me?
Girl,
I just want to ask the chat, like everybody here on YouTube and the Lean app, did anyone know about the total amount of these rankings? Because I feel like it was been gatekept from the Black community. Because I don't never see Black people do them.
It has to be. But it is Black people that do it, but I thought it was just for fun.
It's for big.
I really did.
It's for big money. It's for big money. And the people I tried to talk to about rankings, they all did not want to leave a comment. I was like, hi, I was sent here because I wanted to get to the story of Half Pint. Someone sent me here and they said that you could detail and tell me what these rankings are. People will be like, no comment. They gatekeep it. They gatekeep it 100%. They gatekeep those rankings.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I've never seen.
I need some little.
Yeah, it's
Go ahead.
It's wild. I didn't know it was. So see, now you know, right? If she's defending, now it makes a little more sense why she pulled up, right? Like her son's talking stuff. It could ruin her ego, or it could ruin her image. And she may not get enough.
He got his hand in her pocket.
Yep. He was messing with her bread. That's what he was doing.
Right. She said, you my child and you got your hand in my pocket. You finna mess up my groove. My hustle. Yeah. What you doing?
Because that's the universal.
What you doing?
Money is a universal language. We all understand money. We may not have understood what she was doing with him and why she pulled up. She said it was because he borrowed
right.
She said she pulled up because he borrowed his Aunt Crystal's, one of her security cameras, and he was refusing to give it back. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. That's why he had referenced the cameras. He said, I have cameras inside the house and I have cameras all over. So what are you talking about? I didn't borrow any camera from you. Honey, they was just trying to find a reason to pull up. That's why they was trying to pull up.
Yeah, that's all it was. I don't know. I just ranking thing. Let's go back to that.
Yes. Yes. What's that? What?
I could retire. I need to get into that. Right there.
No, you should.
Somebody needs to call me.
No, you should. I agree. I highly encourage you too. If that's something that you want to get into, you should get into it because.
But Stephanie.
Yeah.
You need to get into it because you know you'd win every week, right?
You said
you'd win every week.
I would not do something like that. I feel like it would be very much very much dishonest to do. Does that make sense? I feel like it would be a dishonest thing to do because I already know what it would be about. And when you make money like that, because people have to gift you while you're matching up. That's how you win the matchups. Yeah. So then you'll have people be like, well, I helped you win that ranking. I gifted you $100. Can I get it back? I don't want to deal with nobody's money. What? If you're not going to give out of the kindness of your hearts for a personal win, don't do it. But these people this is what I heard. Now, I'm not entirely sure if it's true, but speculatively, I heard that these people, what's it called? They do it in teams. They team up together. And then they all cash out one person money, and the person will cash the money out into gifts. And then when the headliner, the person that they're sponsoring for the matchup goes into the matchup, then they are the one who does the gifting. They'll just like gift. And that's how you win the matchup for that week. Every matchup you win gets you closer to the final matchup. And then because it's called rankings week or weekly rankings. And then that's how you win. And at the end of the week, you win the 20, 30 or $20,000. So let's say you had a team of 30 and everybody cashed up that person $1,000 and they kept doing it over the course of the whole week. It's like a lottery system, like when you work and you have a lottery pool. It's like a lottery pool.
Exactly.
I don't want to do that. That's gambling.
Yeah.
Because the moment that you have money that you don't give, like let's say you didn't win, but you made a lot of money that week, you're gonna have people in your pockets. That's like loan. That sounds like mob type stuff. I'm not into that mob type stuff at all. Yeah. So, but no, I highly
And
encourage
you know
you.
that's true.
Yes, yes. I highly encourage you too, though, Brenda, to get into that.
How you
And
gonna encourage me to do it?
I can't do it
How
for
encourage me
sure.
to do it? Say it like mob like stuff.
I'm just saying, I can't do it myself. Personally, I can't do it myself. I wouldn't even want to engage in something like that. But I know it can be tantalizing. And you see that, listen,
Yeah.
Mary is just one person. There's hundreds of people. And every matchup that I pulled up, it's all celebrities doing it. Like, and I said, because it's good passive income. Yes, it's good passive income. So I think it's a rink, it's like a rink of people doing it. Yeah, manipulating the rankings. It is. It is. But thank you again though, Brenda. I'm gonna throw you back into the audience. And then I just want to finish out this Mary story because this story is so insane. With you guys also too, whatever. I want to show you guys the website. So we Nosy Bystanders website. And I want to show you some new things we have on it, which I highly encourage you. I don't know what's going on. So here's the website, NosyBystanders.com. If you scroll, you can actually see what I'm working on this week or every week. So you just hit the enter button and it takes you to this page and it's all the projects I'm working on. And you actually get to see what we're working on. So this story here is brought to you by Nosy Bystander. She's actually a really good friend of mine. Nosy Bystander brought me this story and it's about Hollywood and the casting system. And child, the story she told me is so crazy, insane story. The next story I'm jumping into is the Martin Lawrence story. If you don't know, Martin Lawrence was a very popular 90s TV show and it ended abruptly. And I'm going to do a deep dive into it. I'm taking a deep dive into it. The next story I'm working on is Sweetie Pies, how delicious pie turned to murder. Sad. Okay. And then this is the last story I'm working on. It's called Surviving Sophia. If you don't already know, just look it up. But we're discussing Surviving Sophia and how this woman finessed $11 million out of some of our favorite internet influencers. So if you have any suggestions for shows that you want me or series you want me to work on, make sure you just go to the Nosy Bystanders and then you click on the tabs and then you click on a nosy tip. When you click on nosy tip, you can actually leave us a tip. Okay. And tell us what you want us to discuss. I highly encourage you doing it through the website. If you do it through the website, I get it a lot faster. I'm not well versed, but like I check my social media once a week. So if you leave me a tip there and I don't catch it immediately, I may not. So if you go directly to the NosyBystanders.com, click on the tab at the top and click on nosy tip, you can actually leave us a tip. Okay. You can leave us a tip. Hold on, I'm going to lower the brightness. You can actually leave us a tip, okay? And I get all your information and your email, and I'll reply back to you. And leave us a tip. People leave tips all the time. Leave us a tip. Okay, that's what we're working on. Also, too, let me show you something else because I've been working on the website because I don't know how much a web developer is. I reached out to a friend, and so it might be a bit expensive. So until I can afford a web designer, I've been having to do all this on my own. So you just click on the tab here. You can get Dress Nosy. You can actually sign up if you have a business and you want us to be your sponsor. You can sponsor us here. All sponsors who make sponsorships of $100 or more get exclusive Nosy Bystander hoodie. It's a design that is not released and that won't be released. Okay. It's only for sponsors. Or also, too, if you have ads, right? So you can actually, if you want us to do, y'all know y'all love my ads. Now, don't give me that bullshit. Okay. Here's the ad breakdown. You go right here. It gives you the ad breakdown and it tells you exactly how to submit your ad here. Okay. So y'all know y'all want me to do y'all ads. Now cut the clown foolery. We have a commercial break. Okay. We do have a commercial break. I'm just kidding. We don't have a commercial break, but you understand my commercial breaks are only for the live show Monday through Friday. So yes, Steph, you're buffering real bad. How? There's no one on the internet. Oh, I probably got some. Oh, no wonder. No wonder. I opened up the web browser. Hold on one second. That should be a little bit better. Hold on, let me check. I was just on YouTube. I'm going to check, you guys. Hold on. Hang tight. Oh, hold on. Is that any better? I guess I'll have to end this live and restart it. Oh, it is. Oh, hold on. Okay, bye. Is that any better?